Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to this NXT review and opinions video. Now, this video is obviously more about your thoughts than it is mine. Obviously, we do a talking points video, so it's not really worth sitting here kind of going through all the talking points because that's already on the main channel. So really, it's about thoughts, it's about opinions, and so it's more about your thoughts, as I said, than mine. Show score-wise, I would give this about a 6.5. I think it was solid. I didn't find myself being bored at any point. I do think the match quality was lacking. I don't know that we necessarily got like a big development. I mean, we did get DIY. And I do really rate that. That was a great moment. And it could set up something really fun for Homecoming, NXT Homecoming. People thinking that Trick might now reach out to Carmelo. And I think that would be really fun, doing DIY against Trick and Carmelo. It might not go that way. He might get someone else. But obviously we know as well, it seems like Charlotte and Alexa are going to be coming down because we're doing a women's tag team triple threat next week. And again, you know, Homecoming, that show, it looms large because it is special. We are going back to Full Sail. And I think there's just so much opportunity to bring back names from the past. You know, it's probably names from the main roster. I'm not sure we're going to bring in people we haven't seen like Paige, although I would love it if we did. But William Regal, maybe Triple H, maybe Becky, maybe Bayley. You know, I mean, there's lots of people, Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, that you can always bring down from the main roster. I really am interested in some of those names, though. Maybe like an Enzo. Imagine if Enzo was on that show. Imagine if we get Enzo and Big Cass. Oh my God, I've only literally just thought about that. I don't think they would touch Enzo with the barge pole, but as a one-off, as a bit of fun, like, could be really good. I'd like to see the Vaudevillains. I love the Vaudevillains, so I'd like to see the Vaudevillains. But anyway, that's a conversation for another time. We definitely took some steps forward towards that. Match-wise, Jaida Parker, Lash Legend, good 95. Candice versus Xia. I thought Xia Brookside looked pretty good. Good 96. Callie against Jordynne. I really like Callie. Callie Armstrong, one of the names that stood out to us when we've been doing our Evolve watch-alongs. Good 99. Briggs against Andre Chase, good 97. And then just a really fun main event. I mean, you've got Ricky kind of walking that top rope, and I don't know if he was doing it like to the kind of Oba walk. I need to go back and look at that. Certainly there was that moment where Oba went for the tag, pulled his hand back, and then did the Ricky Saints pose, which was really fun. Obviously, Hank and Tank bring in lots of energy as well. I mean, it was just fun. And then, of course, the Joe Hendry appearance at the end. So, just a bonkers main event, won by the baby faces. Dark State, still struggling. Struggling with picking up momentum. They got those tag titles, though, so hopefully they can keep those for a while. Really good Dark State video package, of course. Yeah, I mean, look, I suppose the point I'm making is with DIY and some announcements made and a Lola vignette that I thought was good, a really good promo, video package from Dark State. Pace of the show has always been a positive. Like, things just move so quickly. I think the speed match kind of fitted well. You know, I think that didn't seem out of place. It was kind of nice the way that it was presented. I think there's definitely room for that on NXT. So all in all, I think it comes out at like a 6.5. I think if the match quality had been better and if we had had maybe something a little bit more at the end rather than just Ricky and Oba brawling. I mean, I suppose we got Joe Hendry, but I mean, Joe Hendry doesn't massively do it for me personally. So that's not one that's going to really resonate with me. I get it. I understand why people are into it, and that might have influenced your score. So maybe you'll be a bit above me. But yeah, 6.5. I feel like that is fair. I think most people at the end were saying that this was pretty down for NXT standards, you know. So I think 6.5 is pretty fair. So let's have a little walk and see what you lot thought, shall we? So Rabbit said, I'm giving it an 8. To me, Oba doing Ricky Saints' pose cracked me up. It made Saints break character as well. Shaq Diesel said, I thought it was very entertaining. Speed match was quick and to the point, pun intended. I see Ricky Saints push working. Trick Williams' DIY felt pushed, 7.5. Brady said Candice and Zaya, whilst was short, was great. Possible allies of convenience on NXT has got me excited. Hopefully Tizzy are going to win next week so that we can do Tatum and Alexa interaction. DIY was awesome to see. We need this DIY on the main roster. Yeah, slightly different entrance music. Their old entrance music, and I think their old shirts as well, wasn't it? So, yeah, I agree that on the main roster would be better. I mean, really, I just think that they need to just have some regular banging matches. What got Tommaso and Johnny over was their match quality. Promos were always all right, but matches, I mean, that did so much for them because they are so good in ring. I just feel like, give Johnny a singles match on a PLE for, against a good opponent, and he'll cook. He'll cook. He will absolutely cook. In fact, it's got me thinking I'd love to have seen Johnny against Cena. Johnny against Cena. I mean, Johnny is responsible for some legit 5-star matches in NXT history. He is so slept on. He is so underappreciated on the main roster. He is a special talent. He really can deliver some absolutely incredible matches. It's kind of a bit like Chad Gable in that regards. Chad was having to go through a whole Shorty G thing and was being underappreciated. I feel like maybe DIY are kind of going through their Shorty G phase. Maybe they'll be appreciated a little bit further down the road. I don't think WWE are disrespecting him. I just don't think they're presenting them the most effective way possible. So, yeah, always great to see them, though. Taker1990 said, shout out to you, Daze. NXT is 7. NXT being the better brand lately. They're allowed to dip. Fair. What's the opinion on Jaida taking L's lately? I don't really worry about it, to be honest, buds. I think that she is a great talent. I'm a fan of her work. I thought her match against Lash was okay. I was not down on it. What was you lot? You was about good 95. So, yeah, I mean, that's solid. I think that she is in the mix for the title, and she could be taking L's and then, kind of bouncing back from that. I certainly don't think there's anything to worry about in regards to have they given up on her or anything like that. I think it's more just other people's time right now. But the thing with Jaida is she's right there. If you want to get her back in the mix, she can win a number 1 contenders tournament or match or battle royal or something, and she's right back in the conversation. So that's the great thing, really, when it comes to developmental. You can always just quickly warm someone back up, So, yeah, it's a shame because I really like her that she's not, being put at the forefront at the moment. But I don't know, perhaps there's a bit of a long-term plan where she'll get her time. It's just not now. Mitchell said, I enjoyed the show. I'm going to go 675. We did get a lot of fun stuff. They're slowly setting up that homecoming show. I thought the in-ring could have been a bit better, but overall, fun show, says Mitchell. Uncle Howdy Dreads said, did DIY turn after they tried to take the tag titles from us 6? Uncle Howdy Dread, shout out to you. I don't think so. I think it's probably more to do with the fact they're down in NXT. They're loved there. I think it's just going to be difficult for them to go down and do a bit of a heel thing because, them coming back, it's going to be a big pop, big reaction. Johnny, Tommaso, they're so loved. Probably does make sense. Just bring them back and put them in there with some heels and just... kind of, you want the fans to welcome home, cheering them back, We do see main roster stars coming down, getting great reactions, so I think it's probably more that, to be honest. I don't even know if they've turned face on the main roster. I mean, obviously, that'll be interesting to see. Ryder said 675. I thought NXT was all right, but it was one of the weaker episodes I've seen in a while. I did enjoy the video packages with Lola, Dark State. Josh Briggs had a great nuclear heat, and the main event was solid. Jaida, Lash, Jordynne, Callie, Candice, Zaya all had no chemistry tonight. Well, I mean, Candice Zaya was very short. I don't know if they could have had much chemistry. Jaida Lash was, I thought, okay. Honestly, I wasn't down on that. Jordynne Callie, I think, had the height was, well, it was the second highest rated match according to the community. That got good 99. 8-man tag got good 100. I think the fun spots in that main event kind of gave that the edge. So, I mean, what I would say is there was no classics tonight. I agree with you. But I don't think there was any stinkers here either. Raymond said, Daze, I thought NXT tonight was good. I really enjoyed it a lot. Matches were good. Everything about the show was great. I'm going to give it 725. Shout out to you. See you SmackDown for what should be an interesting SmackDown. Absolutely, Raymond. Very interesting SmackDown. Elite Pro Wrestling Forum said Jaida Lash was okay. Would like to see them team. Briggs barked up the wrong tree with Javon Evans. Never watch Speed. Stupid concept in my opinion. Babyface DIY in NXT, I guess. An okay main, nothing special. Mid-show overall, 5.5 from Elite Pro Wrestling Forum. Wrestling fan said, I thought NXT was a good show with good in-ring action, but nothing special. If you missed the show, you don't need to watch it. Dean Parker said NXT was okay, better than Raw. I loved the Josh Briggs thing where he made everyone think Taker was coming down. I was confused when DIY showed up. I thought they were heels. Love the stream and happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, buds. Wrestling fans since day one said, I think it's safe to say that Jaida Parker and Jay are official now. When have Jaida ever done a Samoan drop ever besides tonight? I loved the main event. It was awesome to me. I don't think that Hank and Tank would win, but I was wrong. 6 out of 10. See you Friday. I think Jay's married, isn't he? I mean, I've seen some footage of apparently Jaida and Jay kind of walking together. I don't know where that footage was taken from, though. I don't know. There's been rumors kind of circulating around, but I don't think they can go official if Jay's married his sweetheart from school. And as far as I know, is still together with her. Wrestling God said, I'm going to score tonight's episode of NXT 7.5. Vurix scores it a 6. Felt like a setup episode, but it did its job. Javon should be in a better feud. Josh Briggs is so boring to me. It's good to see DIY with their old theme. John Elite said it's called See DIY back on NXT. Heel turn, or is Jaida just letting her frustrations out? I thought it was Undertaker before it ended up being Briggs on the motorcycle. The chokeslam onto the chair looked vicious. Love the vignette for Lola, says John. Brendan saying Undertaker as well. Spike said, Dark State, did you hear the good news? The Righteous is coming. Dig what I'm saying. Yeah, that was a big story yesterday, actually, about the Righteous. Ninja said, unrelated, kind of, but Jaida Parker's ass is my favourite part of the show. Rikishi has got competition. Oh, why was his your favourite ass? Fun show overall. I give it 7.1. Clay said, I loved the show. I want a picture of AJ Lee. My stepfather died on June 11th, 2025. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, buds. I'm really sorry to hear that. Clay, shout out to you, my friends. And Tracy said, NXT was good tonight. I give the show a 7. See you Friday for SmackDown. Oh, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so flipping good. I've only just put the poll up, so we haven't really had any kind of responses back yet. I literally did it just before we started this video, so we'll keep an eye on that. I think it's probably going to be quite close between good and great, I would imagine. I think the general consensus was, by NXT standards, this was a little bit of a dip below, but certainly more than enough here to stop it from being bad or anything like that. Always great to see DIY, as we said. And yes, that Undertaker tease was great. So on we go. Yep. And of course, our attention is, well, going to turn to Evolve briefly, but really it's all about Friday. Oh my God. I'm going to set that stream up tonight. I am very excited. So thanks a lot for joining us, sharing your thoughts. Appreciate it as always. And I will see you later for Evolve. If not, of course, we'll have videos on the main channel. And if not, then surely I will see you on Friday for what promises to be a historic episode of Friday Night SmackDown. Bye for now.